Hey, good Thursday morning. Once again, time for another Kirkland Lake GoldMiners chat. Talking to players all year long. We have another one in studio with us, number 24 in your program, Anthony Vidricks in studio this morning. Good morning, Anthony. How are you?
Good morning, Fergie. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for taking time for us this morning. So, first thing, you are one of our import players from Powell, Ohio. Where the heck is Powell? Is that closer to Columbus or Youngstown? Where about Cincinnati?
It's closer to Columbus. It's about 25 minutes from the city.
Okay, so that means you're a big Buckeye fan then.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the Buckeyes.
All right, tell us about the family back home.
I have two brothers, Alec, who's 26, and a younger brother, Andrew, who's 17.
All right, what does your older brother do?
He actually just got promoted to having his own store in the Sherwin-Williams.
Oh, right.
The paint store.
Yeah, the paint
Yeah,
people.
he's been working with them since 16.
Very
and
cool.
Andrew is just finishing up high school. He's a senior this year.
All right, what does he have plans to do? College bound?
He plays high school hockey. He's a goalie. He's probably one of the best in Ohio.
He's a goalie?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
After high school, he's probably just going to go to OSU.
All right, so with him being a goalie and being younger than you, over the years, how many shots have you taken on him in the basement or the driveway?
Quite a few. We actually, his whole life, he always played up a year.
Okay.
So he played up a level to play with me.
Oh, all right.
And so it was pretty cool to always shoot on him and have him as my brother because we'd always have competitions because sometimes I would always score on him or sometimes it would just be one of those days where I wouldn't score on him and he'd always chirp me for it.
Yeah, he'd have the bragging rights for the day, right? So did you grow up playing in the Columbus minor hockey system?
Yeah. So I just went through the ranks. I played like rec league house for like a few years, and
Okay.
I played select. Then I moved to AA, and then I finally got to AAA. And then they have a AAA organization that's basically like the Ohio AAA Blue Jackets. So I
Okay.
played for them a few years.
You played in the Quebec International Pee Wee tournament.
Yeah.
Way back. You had a big tournament, too. 12 points in 5 games. How far did your team go if you played 5 games?
We actually won the tournament in our division.
You guys won your division?
Yeah.
Right on. You were the first kid I've talked to off a division winner in that tournament.
We played all 5 games in the big arena before the arena got shut down.
Yeah.
I won't say shut down.
Le Colisée.
We won all 5 games. We were in the second highest division, and we ended up winning. Yeah, it was something I will never forget.
I think there's 2 or 3 other guys in the room that played in that tournament
Oh,
as
really?
well.
I should
Yeah.
talk to him about that.
So last year you were in the USPHL, and then earlier at the start of this year you wound up in Drayton Valley in the Alberta League. So how does a kid from Powell, Ohio, wind up in Alberta playing junior hockey?
Well, unfortunately, things didn't work out for the team that I went back to try out for in Connecticut, which is where I played last year. My advisor got me a tryout in British Columbia, and it went well, but it didn't work out. So that coach that I was trying out for contacted some teams in Alberta, and then that's how I ended up there.
Okay. Yeah. And then you weren't getting as much ice time as you thought you deserved out there, and you wound up coming here.
Yeah.
Right on. So we're happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here, too.
Favorite NHL team?
Montreal Canadiens.
The kid from outside Columbus does not say the Columbus Blue Jackets? Come on, man. How'd you wind up a Montreal Canadiens fan? I mean, God bless you, by the way, because that's my team too, but how'd you wind up a Habs fan?
Well, I always loved the Jackets, but as I started growing up, I just started watching the Canadiens a lot more, and I started like just watching Carey Price, and this was back when they had like Subban and just all the guys that were good. Like I just fell in love with them, and I've loved them ever since.
When you're in Ohio, how often would you get to watch Canadian clubs on television?
Well, there's this thing on our television, like where you can buy like a package to see any
you'd
game.
have like the NHL.
So like, my dad paid like $100 a year, and I have NHL Network, and I just have these other like 6 or 7 stations that just had every other NHL game on a night. So then I'd watch the Canadiens there.
Okay. Who are you billeting with?
John and Kim Potts.
All right, so lots of fun over there.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Being from Ohio and growing up near Ohio State University, you watch a lot of university games?
A few years ago, when I was playing for the Blue Jackets organization, yeah, we would get like free tickets just to go watch the Bucks D1 team play, which was pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, just being a little kid seeing that.
Who would be your favorite NHL player?
Cam Atkinson from the Blue Jackets.
Oh, okay.
He works out where I work out during the summer, so I get to talk to him all the time. He's not the biggest guy, you know. He's maybe like 5'10", 5'11". He isn't scared to go in the corners. He battles hard, you know.
Do you have any superstitions When it comes to hockey, like, I mean, getting dressed the same way,
Yeah,
left skate
I get
on
the dress the same way. I recently just changed my black laces to white laces.
Was that a big change?
Yeah, actually big change. I've worn black laces my whole life, but decided to go white just to get a different feel.
Huh?
But yeah, I like listen to the same music, do the same warm up.
When I come down to the bench, you always say to me, "What's up?"
Yeah,
in the pregame warm up.
Yeah, I like asking you that.
Talked to a couple of American kids who pointed something out to me. They said the American game is a wee bit different from the style of play in Canada. A little more physical in Canada, and it's a little more of a finesse game in the United States. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, from playing in the league I played in last year to coming up here, even in the AJHL or the NOJ, it's definitely a lot more physical.
We go to Hearst tomorrow night. You like playing in that rink?
I've only played 2 games in that rink. I think it's a unique rink. I like how I like how it's set up. I don't like the giant moose. I hope we can keep that to a limited 1 or 0 on Friday. But
good plan.
Yeah.
Have you noticed anything about the McIntyre Arena?
I don't know. It looks smaller or something. Like our bench is like way in the neutral zone or something like that.
Yeah, that too. But it is a replica. It is a mini scale model version of the old Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
They model that rink after Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. Favorite part about living and playing hockey in Northern Ontario?
Well, I've always loved winter. It's always been my favorite season.
Okay.
So I don't mind the snow or the cold. It's a lot different than like last year I drove to the rink and I'd sit in 25, 30 minutes of traffic with no snow on the ground.
Anthony Vidricks visiting with us this morning. Thank you for doing this, Anthony. Hearst tomorrow night, Timmins on Saturday night. Let's see if we can bring 4 points home.
Yeah, we will. Thank you for having me, Fergie.